Welcome everybody to the stream. Hope you guys are having a good day today. Those hard eye emotes are actually kind of good. I like them. So Hypno's a heartbroken murderer now, apparently. So Max was here in the room, just chilling, looking at me. As soon as I started talking, he stands up and comes over. He's like, "Now it's time." He's so adorable. He's gotta get his time on camera. Maybe. Jelly Bra coming in with the 26-month resub. Welcome back, Jelly Bra. Thank you for the 26 months and for dropping that Prime. Flashin just dropped a 33-month resub. Welcome back, Flashin. Thank you for the 33 months, dude. Hello, Fisherman. Flashin, 49er, Dodo Man TV, Volley Polly, Mondungu, Ozodio, Faultbat, Slifer, Lincoln. Did I already say hello to you? I might have, maybe not. Hello, Lincoln. I got a kitty. I now has a kitty. And the Antster TV just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Welcome, Ant. Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Hello, Juven. How you doing, dude? The closest thing to a pet you ever had was a Tamagotchi, and you cheated even the... You on camera. You gotta say hello. You gotta do stuff. Be entertaining. Don't just sit there and look cute and fluffy. Ooh. He's caught up in my cord. Okay, got it. There we go. He just wants to get his white fluff all over my nice black shirt. That's all he wants to do, isn't it? That's all you want to do. And he bites the... He's fallen. He's fallen. I got him. And the answer says, you have inspired me to do another playthrough of FTB Infinity like the millionth time. Nice, dude. It's really worth playing. Like, it's a good pack. Whoa. What are you going for? You want that? You can't have that. You want it? You can't have it. He really wants it though. Silly kitty. We good? Can I put you down? Did you get the attention you desired? Oh, oh, he's just trying to bite me on the chin. What a jerk! What a jerk you are! You're trying to bite me even more. That's not very nice. I'm gonna put you down now. Ugh. 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 I guess he's done. Yeah, just little love nibbles. I guess he's done being held. It's definitely a good pack. Your favorite one after all the mods? You think all the mods is better? Interesting. He wants a kiss? I'm not so sure that's what he wanted. He could have, like, you know, acted like he wanted down and not try to bite my chin, but you know, whatever works. It's fine. Maybe you just want to see what my beard tasted like. Hello, Esty. So are the heart eye emo things new? Is that for like Valentine's Day, or have those been around for a little while? I feel like those are new. I don't believe I've seen those before. Quad fuel. So we can do... What is that? 23 times 4, that'd be 46, 80, 92 plutonium. 92. Do it. Today's topic, what does Hypno's beard taste like? I'm gonna say that my beard probably tastes like beard hair. That's what I'm gonna go with. Probably maybe a little aftertones of shampoo, but probably tastes like beard hair. Hello Matza, how's it going today? It is going well. How are you doing? Am I flying? Yes, I'm flying. Got hover mode on. Let's turn hover mode off. Plutonium. Making all the Plutos. Just don't put that in your inventory and you'll be fine. Crazy! My beard tastes like beard hair too. I know, it's weird. I know you'd think it tastes like something completely different, but beard hair. Is that all that we're doing? Okay, so we have 17 plutoniums. It's today the day we're gonna work on getting more stuff. I think today's the day we're gonna work on getting more stuff. Like, I know we're doing bees, but I want to get more power going. So we're gonna swap. We're gonna swip it. What is this one? Leadstone solar panel. We're gonna swippity swap this over to plutonium, and we're just gonna do repeat run. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna make a whole bunch of plutonium, and then we're gonna try and get some more fuel rods in our big reactor so we can make more power. I think that's the plan. I've seen you doing maximized ME controller for a while now. How about doing a mod pack with a challenge of making only one? That doesn't sound like fun. What's the point of setting up auto crafting if you're limiting yourself to not being able to auto craft? You know what I mean? It just doesn't sound like fun. I'm gonna put a mark on the ones that have the common bees in it. Ooh, we have a cultivated. I'm gonna take that one out for now. We have another cultivated. So we need another one of these to hold the princesses. When did I start? We just started about 10 minutes ago. Okay. Getting combs and getting honey drops so we can see what the stats are on these bees are pretty important for us right now. I see that we have some stacking of like the forest bees. I don't know. I feel like it's important to keep the two original hive bees, like the pure versions of them, and keep those breeding, but I'm not sure we're gonna do that. I think this might be the original Meadows drones, and then these are all the not original ones. I'm not sure why we have two different stacks here. Maybe the 9 and the 11 are one of the two are the original ones. I don't know. I want to say the 7 Force drones are the original, but I don't know about that either. You were thankful to see that all day yesterday was not bees as you were expecting when you started the VOD. Well, I mean, we were working towards bees yesterday, but yeah, it wasn't all bees. We need to get ourselves another filing cabinet for the princesses. Are bees pretty complicated? Not when you know what you're doing, I would say. They're really not that complicated, especially if you can get into Gendustry to help you do the breeding. It makes it a lot easier. Do I have? I do have a sleeping bag. Yesterday was half bees, half coating turtles. I would say we coated turtles for maybe 20 minutes. Like, it wasn't a whole lot of time. We do need to get ourselves a center fudge. Center fudge. Center fudge. What's the point of turtles? Like, there's other machines out there that do the jobs 50 times faster. Is there? So for instance, we have a turtle here. And its job is to grow and harvest cocoa, right? So I'm going to restart this turtle. So what machine out there is faster than this? Hello, Batush. How you doing? Watching the programming was fascinating. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. A lot of people find programming boring. Personally, I think it's more entertaining when you watch somebody who knows what they're doing program. And I kind of know what I'm doing. Like, I don't really program for a living anymore, so I gotta remember how things work or whatever. But for the most part, like, I can pick up Lua scripting pretty easily. Hypno, just want to thank you for showing that you can find iridium in those Thaumcraft things. You wasted so much time making 10 the normal way and then got the rest in 3 hours. Yeah, when I first played through this pack, I did nothing but make UU matter, to make plutonium, to make iridium and all of that stuff, and it was just so awful. Going around looting those chests, so much faster. Although it took us, like, you know, a full 6 hours or whatever to get all the iridium we needed to make the ME controller or the wrench for it, I feel like it was totally worth it. You can't argue with that. I haven't had a practical use for cocoa. It's fun to code turtles, granted, but very user unfriendly. Well, thankfully, you can upload programs to Pastebin, and other people can just download those programs, right? Now, the reason why we're doing the cocoa beans is because we're going to be doing bees, and they require chocolate frames. And there's no other way to get cocoa other than just farming it until you get into bees that can do, like, those, you know? I mean, I suppose if we were into Botania, we could take pumpkin seeds and turn it into it, but we haven't even started into that at all. Yep. So our turtle's just grabbing the fertilizer from the top chest, bone mealing it, breaking it, placing cocoa beans. When it gets more than 50 cocoa beans, it just tosses half a stack in the interface down below. So it only ever has these 2 slots full. Hello, Maxa. How you doing? And in a 1 block space too, and it doesn't require any power to do what it's doing. Anyway, that can do what it's doing without us looking at it. Oh, you know what? I left these in here. Let's grab these princesses and all the combs. I think that's everything. I want to make sure we have stock of like what we're doing here. So we need this center fudge hooked up, and we need to get the combs being processed. I guess we can do that over here. Phytogenic infuser? You mean the phytogenic insulator? That thing requires power, and it also requires water, and it requires like fertilizer. I guess technically we're using fertilizer to grow the things, which is essentially bone meal. A conduit. So chest. That'll be fine for now. Okay, that. Then we need an interface. Mardi Gras Kid coming in with a 39-month resub. Welcome back, dude. Thank you for the 39. Hey. Also, doesn't Thermal have a block for the combs? Or is that later versions? I think that's later. I could double check. Yeah, I don't think it has a centrifuge in this one. Yeah, I think that's a newer version. Okay. So all we gotta do is put the combs in here, and they should just get processed and put into our system. So we should make another one of these. It's the gold ones we want, the intricate circuit, and then we're also gonna want the blazing electron tubes. We're gonna need the soldering iron. Machine upgrade. Yeah. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit faster. Oh, I didn't put these combs in there. So honey drops, we only have 14. What's it called? A bee analyzer? I thought it was just called an analyzer. Dude, there's too many items in here. Bealizer? Bealizer? Ah. They changed the name. Okay. So we need a carpenter, and we can't use that one, so we need a new one. I guess we could, like, use one of these and then reset the recipe. All right, so we need 4 tin, 2 glass panes, 2 redstone. Redstone. Tin. What was the other thing? 1 diamond. So we want doot. Oh, I didn't put the redstone in there. I was like, how long does this thing take? The name changed regularly? Yeah, it's too bad. Okay, so bealizer, honey. Are we done with this? Okay. Now we gotta go see what our princesses are. I'm gonna check these first. Cultivated common. Cultivated common. Interesting. Yeah, I know the newest one has it into a single item called an analyzer, but it's been a while since I played this pack. That's what I was thinking this was called, but it is not, obviously. Let's check. I guess we're gonna check all of these. Forest meadows, forest, forest meadows. Once you analyze them, if the bees change, you have to analyze them again. I can't remember. Meadows common, meadows forest, meadows forest, meadow. Okay, so we now need. Guess I'm gonna grab these singles. Yeah. Meadow marshy. That's one I don't really want. Meadow common. Meadow marshy. Both of those. Forest common, forest common, forest common, forest noble, forest. All right, so now we gotta put these bees in. We want this ignoble one. I should just get rid of this. Ignoble princess will eventually die and go away. Let's get rid of those. Those are all pristine. Hello, Ken and Johnny. How am I today? I am doing well. Just trying to get some bee stuff sorted. Meadows common. Didn't we have some common drones? We really want to breed to get these common. common meadows, common forest, and common forest. And this is a meadows common. So let's put a common meadows in there. Ooh. This is just a regular forest. This is a forest meadows. So we want like a common meadows or a forest meadows. I didn't. Oh my goodness. Sneezing today. Meadows forest, meadows forest. All right, those two make it a baby. This one, let's take a look at this common princess. That's common cultivated. This is cultivated diligent and common diligent. How long do you think it'll take to get to the infinity bee? Well, I mean, it's gonna take a minute. We really need to get a supply of combs going before we can even worry about that. I'm gonna put that one in there. So meadows with a forest. Meadows forest with we can try a common forest in there. So forest princess. So we need just a plain old meadows. Meadows forest will work. What do we got here? Meadows forest. Meadows forest. And we are almost out of honey drops here, which kind of sucks. I want to see what these common bees are. So that's common meadows, common meadows, common meadows. So they're all basically the same. So pretty much what we do is we put those bees in here and then we just walk away. What we need is to have the chocolate frames in there, because that way it'll make them produce combs faster and it kills them off faster. So we'll be able to get more honeycomb and it won't take nearly as long for this process to happen. So we need impregnated frames. We need a recipe for that. And we also need a recipe for the chocolate frame. All right, so chocolate frames, let's make 100. Can we do that? We don't. We can make 50, I guess. Okay. We'll leave all those frames out on the hives that we're not doing anything with for now. Turtles and chocolate, now I'm hungry. Fair enough. Ooh. That's interesting. Common cultivated, and then we ended up getting an unwary. You just remember doing the forestry farms to get enough cocoa for the massive frame need you had in 164? Oh, you're talking about the big multi-block forestry farms? Yeah. I'm kind of disappointed with the amount of combs we're seeing here. It's also too bad we were not able to get ourselves the void frames or something. These oblivion frame. If we were able to get those, like, that'd be really, really good. But unfortunately, we weren't able to make those, or we weren't able to find any. So in order for us to do this, like, we have to do all sorts of crazy bee breeding before we can even get to them. The pickle man, I'm very good at doing forestry. I don't need advice of how to do bee breeding. I've done it many times before, dude. Yeah, the biggest problem right now is we don't have the honey drops to see what these bees are. We went to a stronghold and we didn't have any oblivion frames in it. Chocolate frames for fast breeding and reduced production? No, they are increased production and fast breeding. They kill the bees off faster, but they also increase the amount that they produce. I guess we're just gonna YOLO these together since I don't really know. We really need combs. So a common... Let's see if we can get another common in there. This common forest. Another common. Okay. How about go big and go home? That's your jam. Maybe we should just automate like a meadow. I guess we do forest. Down here at the very end, just have forest bees going. Just so we are constantly making combs. Okay. Anyone know what size room you'd want for an MFR gas spawner? Well, the spawner can spawn a mob in a 9x9 centered on the spawner. So 4 blocks away, but on that 4th block away, that needs to have a 5x5 centered on it. So it'd probably want it to be 6. You'd probably want a 13x13 by... A gas needs 4 blocks of space to spawn. So top of the spawner plus 4. So a 13x13 with 4 blocks above the spawner. That should be the maximum size you need for a gas spawner. Am I feeling better today? Yes. My stomach was growling and not feeling good at all yesterday, and I was like, all right, time to end. Yeah. It was not feeling so good yesterday at the end of the stream. But we're fine, good. All good today. Must have been something I ate, I don't know. Deep Dark dungeons for Oblivion frames, or is it disabled? I mean, if we look for Oblivion frame, we can see that it spawns in Stronghold libraries and Stronghold corridors. So going to the Deep Dark seems pointless unless the Deep Dark dungeons spawn Stronghold loot chests. Kuringer 98 just resub for 2 months. Welcome back, dude. Thank you for the 2 months of support. Unless there's some other way to get those, which it doesn't look like. Yeah, I don't think there's any way to do that except for Stronghold libraries. This is looking good. We got more commons. Not so good. Let's do one of those. More commons. Let's find another common over here. Oh, whoops, wrong one. This one. How do your AE2 seeds grow so fast? You feel like yours grow so slow and you have 5 accelerators. The ones in this pack go pretty slow. The ones in Project Ozone 3, I have a crystal growth chamber, not the growth accelerators. The chamber speeds up the growth a lot, and then you can also put accelerators in there to make it go much faster. But in this pack, it goes as fast as it can go with 5 accelerators. It probably goes the same speed yours go. Darty's Stiff Pants coming in with a 6-month resub. Darty, welcome back. Thank you for the 6 months. Appreciate you, dude. Yeah, it takes something like 2 to 3 minutes, I would say, to grow a seed with 5 crystal growth accelerators. It's not super fast. It does take a minute. Do you have a target bee just trying to get the basics? Well, what I want to do is be able to grow common bees, get the children that they make the stack, so I can automate making common bees over and over and over again. And then we take a common bee with a hive bee to make a cultivated bee. And then once we can start doing that with the cultivated bees, then we start breeding those over and over again until they can stack. And then you take a cultivated bee with a common bee, and then you mate those together to get like the noble or the diligent, I believe are the 2 options, etc, 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 etc. Yes, we do have a goal, and it's slow going with just forestry, the basic stuff. So we're trying to get to the industrious, which requires diligent and unwary. Diligent requires common and cultivated. Cultivated requires common and hive bee. Common requires 2 hive bees. Imperial is another bee that we want, which is noble and majestic. The noble is common and cultivated. The majestic is noble and cultivated. And I think we already have all the other combinations there. So that is our current goal. We are working on the common bee. Yeah, there are so many bees. There is the other mod in here, genetics, which I've never been a fan of. Man, we really need to get a supply of honey drops. That's like the worst at the start of this. You also have to wait for a dropper to drop a full stack as well. Yours is probably slightly faster. Well, mine puts in the full stack all in one go with this open crate. But yeah, I don't have anything special going on here. Just 5 of these. Hello, Kappa Mush. You know, thinking about it, I might be able to do this even faster with a 6th crystal growth accelerator on top. And then warp the items in. This translocation plane warps an item a certain distance that you specify. So we could have it down at the same level as these. Have the item land on that, and they can warp it into the water in the center. And then this would still work the same. Yeah, genetics requires a stupid amount of setup. I'm not a fan of it. It just takes so dang long. Cultivated. Meadows, forest. Forest, meadows. Cultivated. Forest. I'm just gonna put it with one of these. I'm gonna assume those are all halfies. Do I have an extra forest drone over here somewhere? Let's grab this one. Don't talk to me. Well, prep time aside, it is a viable alternative to the other trait manipulating mods. I mean, yeah, it is an alternative, but it is so bad. I remember it being like really expensive. And then you have to have like all of the things, and then it takes so long to do everything. Oh no, Genistry is what we want. Genetics is the other mod. This used to be, I think it's called like the Advanced Bees mod or something. but it is just so slow. So you get a DNA sequence. So it's essentially like Gendastream, where you can get a trait off a bee, but then like you get the sequence and then you gotta like charge it up. And then you gotta wait like 5 minutes for it to like copy the thing. It's been so long since I did this, but I remember the last time I did it, I remember it just wasn't being worth. Yeah, it's slow and it's like obnoxious to use. If you guys want me to do it, we can do it, but I just remember it being like awful. Just want to let you know Project Ozone 3 currently is getting really intense. Can't wait to see more of what you got for us in store. There's a lot of galactic craft and extra planets. I've done it so many times. I hate doing it and I feel bad for having to do it again. Oh. But Hypno, you're in space. But those boss fights are super interesting and epic. Galacticraft, in case you're just having too much fun. Is this the one I was just working on? Yeah, it must be this one. Choo-choo. Remember when the dungeons were identical and even in the same positions? Yes. And they have the same bosses repeated on each planet? Well, I think it was Galacticraft does the first 4 planets. Or the first 3 planets. And those all had unique bosses. And then extra planets added in the other ones. And they just repeated the same creeper fight over and over and over again. True Freak coming in with a 34-month resub. Welcome back, True Freak. Thank you for the 34. Twitch is confused. You're either 33 or 34. Either way, howdy Hypno. Well, howdy. It says 34. Why is Twitch confused? Did it say 33 instead or what? Galacticraft, you recently discovered an add-on that allows you to build your own spaceship in addition to normal tiered rockets. What's the best Skyblock mod pack? I mean, that's all subjective, dude. I can't tell you what the best one is because it might not be the best one for you. Oh, the bees are producing these flowers. Right. You resubbed on Monday and it said 33. Today it gave you the pop-up to announce 34, but you didn't actually resub today. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Did you switch from like a paid sub from a Twitch Prime sub? I think the Twitch Prime only lasts 30 days, not an entire month. So maybe there's some weirdness with that. I don't know. All right, so how many common bees? We have enough here to like just throw these at a single princess until it's always common. We already have a common princess, which I feel like we should use. We have 2 common princesses. Nope, it's been Prime all the way. You're perpetually broke. You're just special. You guys, hey, if you got yourself another announcement message, that's all that really matters, right? Wait, you already announced your resub and you thought that you needed it to be announced again? Wow. Why did that just start up here and then go down? I don't know. Okay, let's keep these commons going. Does this have Buildcraft in it? It does, right? Buildcraft works decently well with forestry for like breeding and stuff, but mostly it can interact with the tile entity and show like if it's working or whatever. What does a basic gate cost? I kind of want something that's just going to tell me if the hive is done working or not. That's pretty much it. Red pipe wire is red dye redstone. Red dye. Oh, we already have red pipe wire apparently. And the gate is just those 2 together. So I need transport pipe. Redstone lamp. We're gonna try this. I don't really know if this is gonna work or not, but it's not like super expensive, so. And the only thing I want is this just to emit... Oh, whoops. I just want to emit a redstone signal. If it can't work. Do I have to put pipe wire? Well, it says missing drone. Missing queen or princess. That's what we want. So do I need this on here? Why did it not give me the option for missing queen or princess? How about no queen? Well, that's not going to work too well because that illuminates the one next to it, huh? So maybe if we do a block on top of that with the... See if this works. Oops. So we could do that. Or we could put these in front. Also, I mean, we can just see that the thing's on. What does that look like in the daytime? The bees needs access to the sky. Good point. Let's just go like this because we can easily see with the lights on or not. I think that still works. Missing queen or princess? So this one's the only one still going, and now that light's on. Okay. Maybe I should swap it instead of missing queen to missing drone. Is there an option for missing queen or drone? Queen or princess? I guess really what I'd want is machine working. No drone, no queen. Missing queen or missing drone. What's the difference between no drone, no queen and missing queen, missing drone? Yeah, probably an OR gate so I could do both of them, right? I know that there used to be one that was like machine cannot work. I guess we'll just do no queen, no drone. Anyway. Still haven't gotten very many honeycombs, unfortunately. And I don't really think we're going to get a lot until we can get into Gendistry. Not back here. Oh, that is right. Because we were going to put a common B in there. Maybe that's an option for the more advanced gates. I mean, it's possible. I don't really remember everything about Buildcraft. Actually, let's not do that. Let's just start putting in commons and trying to force these all to be common. What's keeping me from Gendistry? The mutagen producer requires a power module, and the power module only comes from the Infinity Comb. The Infinity Comb comes from the Infinity B, which comes from Energetic Princess and a Silicon Drone. Energetic Princess comes from Excited and Diligent. The Excited comes from Cultivated Valiant. The Cultivated... Common and a Hive B. If we could just do Gendistry, I would just do Gendistry, but you have to get to the Infinity B first. Yeah, it's a long way to get to Gendustry. Hey Hypno, I really want to play a mod pack similar to Stone Block, not too hard, not too easy, for 112. Do you know any good ones? I don't know any other packs that are similar to Stone Block, and the fact that you are not really in a sky block, you're in a stone-based world. If you're looking for a similar experience but like in a sky block setting, maybe you could try Project Ozone 3 in normal mode. It does have some changed recipes, but it's not like super difficult. And by the time you get to the Infinity B, Gendustry is no longer needed. That's absolutely not true. Because once you get to the Infinity B, like there's still all of the other resource Bs that you want to get. Like the whole reason for doing this is so we can make like the Endearing B. Oh, I don't know. And Durium Nuggets. Okay, I spelled that wrong. Yeah, the whole reason why you want to do this is so you can get to these bees that make these resources like Enderium. And to get to that bee, you're gonna need to do Winsome and Carbon comes from Spiteful and Stanum comes from Industrious and anyway, like once you get to the Infinity Bee, then it'll allow you to do all of like the good resource bees. I never played Volcano Block. The only person I know that did play that was Jevin, and he said he didn't really like it, so I don't know. I don't really know so much about that. I think we should probably set that to Missing Queen, because when this finishes up, since it's on Missing Drone, it's never going to light up. These really should be set to Missing Queen, because that means that the cycle is off. Like they're done. Whoops. I still don't know what the difference between Missing Queen and No Queen is. Yeah, that way we'll know which ones are done for sure. It's an alright mod pack, but probably too linear and grindy at points, limited automation. That doesn't sound like a fun pack. Hello, Alkalines. Hey, Chillins? I feel like I should know how to pronounce your name, but I don't really know how to do it. What's the current progression on bees? We haven't gotten very far at all. We're trying to get the common. We're trying to keep a bee that's common always. Then we could just like automate the common, so we always have a bunch of drones and we can always remake another common princess should we need to do that. And then once we have that, then we can start working on the cultivated and doing the same thing. It's a little bit of a process to get this first one going though. Once we have a supply of the common bees going, then we can like really start taking off here. Too much grinding in that volcano mod pack? I see. Bum, bum, bum. So let's go take a look at our plutonium down here. How are we doing on this? So we ended up getting 9 plutonium and we're 18% to the next one. How much use do we have? Oh, perfect. Okay, we're gonna switch this to single run. So I'll do this next one and then it'll just be done. So we're not wasting UU matter if we want to craft something else later. Too many EULA agreements in Volcano Block? Wait, what? You have to agree to a EULA to play the mod pack? The lazy turtle stopped working. It stopped working because it ran out of bone meal. I mean, we have plenty of cocoa. 3,000 of it now. I think we're okay. There's a EULA seed that drops EULA stuff. What does that even mean? That doesn't, like, to me, that's just nonsense is what you're saying. Like, I've never played the pack. I don't know anything about it, so... Like, are you growing a EULA plant? Like an end user license agreement? That seems ridiculous. That doesn't seem like something that's even worth playing. It's not a fun pack. Well, there you go. So we had 27 plutonium. That's another 9 Eulorium fuel rods if we wanted to do that. I don't remember. Is it 9 fuel rods that we have per fuel rod, or is it 7? We're gonna have to take a look at this here soon. So 52 more. Wait, 52? 52. Complete nonsense, too grindy, 0 to 10, do not recommend. Fair enough. Hello, Laureate. How you doing? Fluffy, you're really enjoying the stream? Nice, dude. So that's 11 more. How many fuel rods is it? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it is 7 per level. I thought it was 10 for some reason. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it is only 7. So we just need 14 and then we can expand this out 2 more, which I think we're gonna do. Then we're also gonna need a bunch more of the reactor casing, so let's get that made. I have no idea how much of that we need. 60 seems appropriate. Hey CJ, how you doing, dude? So for someone who has only used refined storage, how hard is AE2 to get into? You have never tried using AE2 storage and only played with refined storage. I mean, it's fairly similar. There are some differences. It's fairly similar. I feel like refined storage is like a beginner's mod, and applied energistics is more of like a medium to advanced users mod. Like, refined storage is fine, but with all the stuff that you can do with AE2, I feel like it's so much better. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I'm doing pretty good, CJ. So we're gonna need 2 more. What are they called? Not fuel rods, the top parts. Can't think of the name of it for some reason. What are they called? Where is one? Reactor control rod. Did I really not make a recipe for control rods? Apparently I never made a recipe for control rods. You felt like AE2 took longer to start up than refined storage. That was really the only reason why you didn't really try AE2. So you will notice things like an export bus takes a while to start exporting. And there is a pretty good reason for that. So for instance, put a chest here, export bus, hook it up with a cable. So if we start exporting redstone, you will notice that this goes kind of slow. And after about 10 seconds, it'll start speeding up. And then once it starts speeding up, about 5 seconds later, it'll start speeding up a little more. And then pretty soon it'll start going full speed. Now the reason why it does that is the difference between refined storage and applied energistics. Refined storage is always constantly trying to put a thing in an item, even if it has a full inventory. Applied energistics says, hey, I can't put an item in here. I still can't put an item in here. Okay, this inventory is full. I'll try again in 5 seconds. So it's not like trying to run down your server resources by every component always trying to export something into a full inventory constantly. It like clocks things down, and then it waits for it to be able to start exporting stuff, and then it's like, okay, there's inventory, let's speed up. It's more server friendly, but you can make it go faster than that with acceleration cards or whatever. Like if you put, you know, acceleration cards in there, you can make it go like stacks at a time or whatnot. But like when it's not able to do something, or when you first start it up, it does go a little bit slower, and then it slowly warms up essentially. I'm not sure if that's what you're talking about, but it is definitely more server friendly in that regard. Yeah, like refined storage, every single thing on your refined storage network is always trying to do something every single game tick. That doesn't slow down, it doesn't really care. If you're playing on a server with multiple people, all of their stuff is doing that, and like it really starts hurting performance. And Applied Energistics has a little bit more server-friendly features. Day 33 already? Yeah. I mean, we're only doing like, what, 4-hour streams or something? It's still a decent amount of time that we've been playing this pack. 121 hours? So what's the program tonight? I don't know what you mean. I mean, what are we doing today? We're currently working on bees. We're currently working on getting our storage system or power system a little bit better. I didn't finish this up today. Okay. Do. Where are... right here? Reactor casing. Control rod. We need 2 control rods. We need 7 more yellorium. We're missing a bunch of iron, apparently. Should make a recipe for that. Let's get rid of this iron block recipe. Wherever that is. This one. Okay, so I want to make yellorium fuel rods. I should probably change that recipe so it's doing 64 at a time instead of 1 at a time. Because with how fast that furnace is, there really isn't a reason to not to do that. Actually, we can do this. There. This should go faster this time. That's why he said tonight from France. Yeah, getting those ores automatically processed is something that we really should do. Although, is our quarry done? Maybe our quarry's done. The heck? No, it's still going. All right, we took the speed off it. Okay. You lost your job at the bank on your first day. A woman asked to check her balance, so you pushed her over. I see what you did there. You has jokes? Yes, you do. Oh, come on, hurry up and finish these fuel rods. I want to get going. We also are going to need a bit more, Well, I guess we'll have power for a little while. I was gonna say we need a bit more Ender Pearl juice. I don't know how many more of these that we need. 4 buckets? We might need more than that because we're gonna have to extend out the case a little bit. We can go cheap with it, like have it spread out and not put a source block in every spot. Maybe we'll be fine without doing that until we get a proper Enderman farm set up. I almost feel like I should move the reactor so it's not right up against the ceiling here. I feel like we should move it so it's like the top of it is right here in the floor. I mean, we're also using the power wirelessly, so we could just throw it all the way down on bedrock too. You see what he did? I see too. Oh boy. I kind of want this reactor moved. It's very annoying for me to have to like dig out the floor underneath the stairs every time to look at stuff. I think we're gonna move that all the way down to the ground floor. So let's get enough ME conduit or glass cable. Oops. Is that enough? That might be enough. How have I left this here? This quarry hole is all dirty too. Guys, don't look at my quarry hole. Oh, that's disgusting. Okay. So I feel like this does not need to be here anymore. So we can just run that straight down from here. This is... I have no idea which P2P this is because it doesn't have the letters on it. I guess it doesn't really matter. Memory card, wipe it out. We're gonna grab this one. That should be more than enough of this cable. Ugh. That should be good. Okay, computer can go away for now. We need this thing. No, not that. Okay. So I guess we need to get ourselves some fluid tanks. I think that's gonna be enough, and then we need some buckets. I don't know how many of these we need. I think that's probably gonna end up being enough though. Is that full? No, it's full. Oh, let me down in here. There you go. It's really annoying not being able to get to like the top of this thing very easily, and we have to break out all this stuff every time. Are there quests in this pack? There are quests. Okay, I think that's everything. I guess I need to go into the applied energetics system and make sure I grab the rest of the casing before we run out of power and we can't access our items, because that will suck. Alright, maybe we won't ever run out of power because we have our reactors providing power. We're already down 20 million. This thing. So we want the reactor casing. Hopefully that's gonna be enough. They just put it back in there? I was gonna tell it to craft up like another 100 of those if we can. Looks like we can. How's that doing on power? What we should do right now is turn off the power that's going to this. Actually, I didn't mean to hit that with a hammer. I think I did that the last time too. I'm gonna put that there for now. Spelliv, there was gonna be one, and then you came in here asking. So now I'm not so sure there's gonna be one. Okay, so we're gonna do this a little bit differently than we did with our original reactor we just took down. We're gonna go 3 away from the wall, and then we're gonna do a solid core of these. How many fuel rods do we have in total here? So we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 high. Didn't we already have 5, 7 high in there? What do we have now? So we have 7 of them. What is this? Does this come into like a better number? No. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, that's only 6, right? Seven. So we can do 3 more. So we're going to do a reactor similar to this. This needs to go faster. I think I'm gonna do like, I'm gonna queue up another 100 of these. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Apparently we have a cave spider spawner around here somewhere. Oh, it's right there. I don't think I ever saw that before. Lol, you died. I don't know how you play stuff so fast. You swear when you're playing, it seems like your movements are half speed compared to yours. Are you just holding down like the place button, or are you spam clicking it? Because you can only play so fast. Dude. Unless you're spam clicking, you can only play so fast. Did you know Hypno streams are all in 2x? Alright, so I guess we can get some of this other stuff going. Dude, what is it doing? Oh, because I queued up 100 more, it's doing all of this refined iron, then it's gonna make all of the electrical steel, and then, only then, will I start crafting. So I guess while we're waiting on this, we can go see how our bees are doing. How are we doing on power here? Oh, we're good. Like, we're not using a lot of power anymore. That's fantastic. You do spam click, must be the 2x. Must be. Unwary? You know what? We're gonna keep that. That's like... that's essentially free. Did I do something to prevent mob spawning? I did. We have a magnum torch, but the magnum torch is like an oval, I guess. Like it goes out so far in like a circular pattern, but I don't think it does it height wise. I think maximum will go like 40 blocks lower. Yeah, but we have a magnum torch right here. This prevents mobs from spawning on the surface, but down way below the base is too far for that one. We can make more of them. Hello, Zending. You could never get into bees? I don't blame you, man. Like, they aren't... Like, it's not something I prefer to do, but, like, the payoff for doing them is worth doing them. Malik Oda 13 just resubbed for 3 months. Welcome back. Thank you for the 3 months of support. Dude, what? I thought I stopped you. Apparently I didn't. That should stop him. What's the best mod in the pack? Thaumcraft. You don't understand bees? Well, if you watch a tutorial on them, I'm sure you'll understand them. Flip of the Force says, hey, I've been watching your videos for about a year now. Ozone 3 Kappa is intense. It is definitely a pack more geared for somebody who's experienced with modded Minecraft. That's for sure. Capacitors, don't even. I'll capacitor your face. I don't even know what that means, but I'll do it. You can let other fields the same way the boat Project Ozone 3 Kappa mode? You mean about Project Ozone 3 Kappa mode? Benchmarking progress in Project Ozone 3 is measured in capacitors. But once you're able to get into EMC, the capacitors I'm sure won't be that bad anymore, because like you're still gonna have to craft them, but like it seems like the longest part of it is waiting for all the materials to be made that then turn into the capacitors. Like when making the capacitors becomes the bottleneck, I'll probably look at making more of the empowerers or whatever, but for right now, I think it's fine. What's the different fluids in the big reactors do? More power, better efficiency. Different fluids can cool the reactor differently and can allow it to get to the point where it can make more power. There's some slight differences, but meh. Oh, have you been playing Project Ozone 3 Kappa on my YouTube? Yes. You don't like the new 112.2 Thaumcraft. Remember the good old 1710 where the stuff is not too grindy You love that one modded playthrough from King Daddy with this one hungry node. Well, this is the one that's got the hungry nodes in it. And we'll be using bees eventually to like make the hungry node crazy. I believe King Daddy ended up dropping a whole bunch of crafting tables into it, which works. But the bees are just so much better for doing it. Hello, Fintim. Hello, Pixel. Okay. Is that enough blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's 27 plus 27. Plus 18, 19, 20. We almost have enough to put in the top. Oh, you know what? We haven't taken into account the different ports. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That, I think we'll have exactly the correct amount of reactor casings. That's actually kind of cool. I think we'll have exactly the right amount. So right here is going to be our power tap. Then over here, this is going to be our controller. Then here and here will be our in-out, our innies and outies. And a computer port. Let's put it right here, I guess. So we need export bus, import boost, cables, P2P tunnel, memory card, dense cable, this guy. Okay, so applied energistics is hooked up. We now need exporting that. Importing is fine. Don't need the tank, don't need that, don't need those, don't need this stuff. All right, so we need to get the fluid and some dirt. Why build the reactor down at bedrock? I'm doing this so we can expand and not have to worry about it like interfering with our base. The power we're sending wirelessly, so it doesn't really matter where the reactor is. But this area is chunk loaded, so it makes sense to keep it in this area. And our applied energistics is relatively close, so it makes sense to keep it in this area. Okay. Do I have the ports and the reactor mixed up? I guess that's always a possibility, but I doubt it. So we're exporting Yellorium into the fuel in slot, inlet mode. We are exporting, or we're importing, I guess I should say, whatever comes into the blue slot, the outlet mode. So no, the ports are not messed up. Okay. I'll be missing 2 reactor casings. I thought I took those into account. Maybe I didn't. You're probably right. And technically, we don't need the source blocks on the corners because those don't even count towards the big reactor. You were right, 2 reactor casings short. Yeah. Let's go get our battery. We're only outputting like 3 RF. Okay, so now we need the computer all up in here. And on. So we're now making 9,000. Were we making more power before? Were we making 16? I feel like we're making less now. Oh, the fuel isn't all in here. That's why. I need the crafting card. That's the problem. There we go. Now it should work. So we have higher reactivity now, which means we should be expending less fuel. We're making 30,000, 28,000. I feel like I should change the computer program so it's not just on off. It'll set the control rods to what the internal power is. My goodness, that's a lot of RF. Yes. Well, we're gonna need that much RF going forward because like Gendistry requires like millions of RF. Draconic Evolution is gonna be requiring millions of RF. But yeah, we can hold 225 million in this thing right now, and then we can expand this out. Yeah, this is good. We won't have to worry about power for a minute. And we're also going to be adding in 2 more fuel rods eventually, so we can have this full 3x3 thing done. I pronounced billions wrong? I mean, that's the millions place. That's not billions. I might have enough RF to speed my quarry back up. You're probably right. It's crazy how fast that's removing those blocks. That's like faster than you can fall. I bet if I was standing on the block that's removing... Where's it going right now? Oh, right there. If I was standing on the block that was removing, it already hit bedrock before I even hit ground. Yeah, like I'm not even there yet. It's already gone all the way to bedrock. That's so crazy. No. It did like 6 of them before he could fall all the way down. That's crazy. Anyway, I'm curious to see what our power usage is now. I gotta fix this now. But before I do, let's just get all the way down here real quick and see what we're doing as far as power goes. Yeah, we're keeping up. Now that we're using that much power at a time, this is fine with the program that we have in there. But honestly, it would be best to have it set the control rods to the energy buffer percentage. A billion is a million million. No. No. A billion is 1,000 million. A trillion. Is a trillion a million? Yeah, I don't think you're saying that correctly. Billion is the next place after million. Billions means different things in different languages. In the UK, a billion is our trillion. So if it doesn't go millions, billions, what is it right after millions? In Australia, a billion is a million millions. Who told you that? I live in the UK and you, sir, are wrong. What are you? Alright, we need like a Wikipedia link. We need a Wikipedia link to like verify what you guys are saying. You think they're getting confused with the decimal? It's an old tradition in the UK. I got changed in the 70s. In Germany too, German is the American trillion, and in between million and billion, there's a Milliarden. Okay, you guys are just making stuff up. I can't even trust chat anymore. What a cluster. Dude, where are all these bats spawning from? Seriously. Is it like here? Hi. Are they spawning from here? There's far too many bats down there, because goodness. Come here, you little flying squeaker. Who else wants it? You want some? Go make ambient sound somewhere else. Go respawn somewhere. Where do I download my packs? Off the Twitch launcher. Where is my applied energistics thing? Right here, found it. I have too much junk in my inventory. Too much junk in the trunk. Did I empty this out? Yes, it's emptied. Alright, so we can start putting this stuff away. I put my builder's wand away and now I need it again because seriously. Quarried stone. There we go. So now we are going to need some more elevator blocks. I don't know if the elevator just works like at maximum distance, or do we have to put like one every 20 blocks? Does not appear to work. This is Y11, so I would assume Y31. How high is this one? 53. Oh yeah, that would be like 3 blocks too high or something. All right, so we can just place this one up a little bit higher. And we'll place this one up just a little bit higher. So we need technically one more. There we go. If you're thinking about getting into modded Minecraft, what would be the best starter mod pack? For something fairly easy for somebody just getting into modded Minecraft, Stone Block was really fun. It doesn't have any crazy changed recipes or difficulty factor to it. And it's a pretty fun pack to play. I think it's very new friendly, I would say. Diligent. Do we have a Diligent? I don't see a Diligent. Crap. No, we're just going to give that Diligent a common. How much honey do I have now? Still not enough. How did we end up getting a comment over here? We got a cultivated over here with more commons. Do we have a cultivated? So we only got 3 more combs. That's really pathetic, to be honest.
Everything is new to me. Sleepless in a distant dream. Slowing up the speed of time. Don't let me crash down tonight. I just wanna feel what I feel, what I feel. When it's just you and me. I'm falling on my knees,
Oh, I need to put this away. Did I connect back the E2 cables that I broke while moving the reactor? You mean the ones over here for this? I did not hook this back up. What was it called? Stone something? Stone block? Is that what you're talking about?
Everything is new in love. It's stronger than both of us. Together we can spark a flame and freeze the world to numb the pain. I just wanna feel what I feel, what I feel when it's just you.
So is that too much? Are we still not making enough power? Looks like we're barely making more than what we're using. I don't know why you'd be using the Technic launcher. You want to use the Twitch launcher. Why did people even use Technic launcher? It's never enough power. Well, I mean, we do have our quarry going like super speed right now, which means this is using power because it's processing ores. How many ME storage drive disks holder can you hook up together? You can't remember the block is called. These are called ME drives, and they hold the disks. And you can put as many on your network as you have channels available. Always need more power because you matter? Yeah. Well, I mean, our quarry right now is sucking all of our power. This is only using around 5,000 RF per tick. It's the quarry with the speed 3 upgrade that's really draining all of our power right now. We already got 870 iron ore. How close is this thing to being done? I guess it's only got this chunk line all the way down to here. So just a few more chunks and then it's done. I think we're just gonna let it do its thing. I'm gonna try and get rid of that water though. This is the kind of stuff I really liked in modded Minecraft, being able to like just quarry the world and destroy things like this. It requires a stupid amount of power, but it's just fun to do. And like all of the newer mods are just like, nope, you can't have fun anymore. We're not allowing you to do this. Did I ever change my stream time? Yes, I was streaming at like 8 a.m. Eastern, and I have switched it to starting at 2 p.m. Eastern. Which quarry is that? That is the Ender Quarry from Extra Utilities 1. Extra Utilities used to be a really good mod. And then they upgraded to Extra Utilities 2 and took away all the fun things. And they added GP. Like, I don't know. Extra Utilities was really good, and then they changed it. Now it's like, eh. Extra Utilities 1's better than Extra Utilities 2. I wholeheartedly agree. It's kind of sad what they did to the mod, but, you know, I'm not the dev. I don't have control over what they do with their own mod. But it does make me sad. Yeah, I don't feel like they should balance mods by like completely removing all the fun features. They should make them configurable so pack authors can balance as they see fit. You'll have to find another pack that says, here you go, have fun. Yeah, kitchen sink packs are definitely a thing that I feel like I haven't played in a very long time. Balancing only does matter in packs. Yeah, exactly. But come on, Hypno, you can use the RF Tools builder to quarry the same hole using twice the power and take 4 times as long. Does it take 4 times as long? I don't think it does. I think the RF Tools quarry with the full speed, like it can annihilate chunks really fast. And it does a 16 by 16 at a time. It doesn't just do one block at a time, one column. It does like the full chunk at a time. I feel like the RF Tools quarry would like completely spank this one. Like this is fast and it's cool and everything, but I think the RF Tools is faster. How many people actually install just one mod though? Well, when we're talking about pack authors and balancing, we're talking more like packs that are not kitchen sink packs, packs that are like expert style, that have a lot of configuration changes and it's not all default settings. To be fair, you haven't fully upgraded the speed. I mean, this is the fastest speed upgrade. I don't think you can put multiple of those on there. Maybe you can, I don't know. But we are using the highest tier speed upgrade. Where's the cobblestone going? We're deleting it. We are mining stone, not cobblestone. We're silk touching. Oh, I can't use this thing. We're silk touching, and we have the stone going into a drawer back at the base. Into a 2x2 drawer that has a void upgrade on it. So we're keeping 512 and we're deleting everything else. You're fairly certain that you can use multiple speed upgrades if you remember correctly. I'd be willing to cheat one in to just see. I'm not going to make one just to test your theory, but I will cheat one in to see if it works, and then I'll delete it again. Doesn't seem like it's using any more power. Doesn't feel like that's going any faster. Maybe you can use different tiers? I doubt it though. No, putting the tier 2 on there actually slows it down. Yeah, that's as fast as it goes is with the tier 3. Did I just crash my game? Your Igmatica 2 non-expert only lasted you like a weekend or so, while most Igmatica 2 expert playthroughs on YouTube are like 120 videos long. Yeah, that's what expert mode does, if you're not aware, is it makes the progression of a pack take a lot longer. So you're essentially forced to play around with more mods than what you normally would play around with. Yep, that's the whole point of the expert mode mod packs. And forced to just grind for hours and hours in some cases. Well, generally packs that make you just grind and grind and grind for hours aren't the type of pack that I like to play. I don't mind a little bit of grind up until the point where you can automate something. I don't like packs that are just grind, 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 grind. Is that solid source blocks all the way down? What the heck is this? Yep, so the quarry is done. I kind of want to tell it to go back and go through and then mine all of the obsidian that's in here. Oh, there's a couple of these chests down here that we didn't get before. Are there any more of those that we missed? I don't think I'm seeing any more chests. Yeah, there's witchery in this pack. Yep. I don't know if the quarry is smart enough to like just find the blocks, or if it I don't even know where it is right now. Yeah, I don't know if it's smart enough just to find the blocks that it needs to mine, or if it's gonna go through layer by layer. It's doing layer by layer, isn't it? So we're essentially going to be mining just air. We should just turn this off. It's not worth doing that. Am I going to fight the evil demon guy? I don't know what the evil demon guy is. The opposite corner in between lava, you think there's a chest. Down here? Is this what you're talking about? No, the closest to the quarry is the one that you meant. Oh, there's one right there. Cool. All right, Esty, we'll see you later. Thanks for hanging out. Is there a liquid voiding upgrade you can put on the quarry for next run? Possibly. But I think there's a pump upgrade. But then we can have it pump the fluid into a void chest or something. All right, it is definitely time for us to figure out what's going on here. So this is a purebred common. This is a purebred meadows. I'm just gonna keep that out. Why does my tools not show up here? What the heck? This is not purebred unwary. Are any of these? Unwary industrious, unwary diligent. Let's go ahead and throw those in there and see what happens. Okay, so I like the fact that we're seeing 4 common drones that are stacked. That tells me that this is purebred here. And these are probably the same stats as the princess. All right, this might be our first one that we're gonna do. That's a really good sign. I like that. Okay, so what do we got here? Diligent. Diligent Noble. Which one's a diligent? I don't think we have any other diligent. Diligent is the purple. Like the bright purple. We might hold off on doing anything with that for now. Common Noble. So Noble are the yellow or the orange ones. Noble, Noble. Noble, Noble. That's actually really good. So we will put the Common Noble here with the Noble Drone. And I'm also going to put another Noble in here. So that's just pure forest. And this one is pure common. You think it's a diligent breed or the orange? No. The cultivated like a dark purple. The diligent ones are these like brighter purple. We don't have any other diligent bees that I can see. Cultivated and noble. So cultivated, cultivated. Cultivated, cultivated. Okay, so we have pure cultivated. They just need to figure out their stats, get them all the same, start stacking their drones, and then we'll be good on that one. What's this noble here? That's a purebred noble. Awesome. So we are starting to make some progress here. I'm not targeting stats. I'm not going to worry about targeting stats at all until we can get into Gendistry, and at that point, then we can start, you know, getting the bees with their default stats, collecting those default stats, the ones that are good. Like the majestic bees have the trait of 4 offspring and things like that. But we'll worry about that when we get there. Yeah, this pack does have Gendistry. It does take a while to get there, unfortunately, because we need the power module. This is used in pretty much all of the Gendistry machines. And the only way to get a power module is from an Infinity Bee. It's literally the only way. And you have to have energetic and silicon in order to do this. It takes a bit to get to this point. But once we are able to start like taking the pure bees, able to just loop them so we always have a bunch of that specific type of drone, we can copy it and then make a whole bunch of princesses of that specific type and then have a better chance of going for what we're going for. It's kind of a long, drawn out, complicated process, but I'm sure we're going to be able to do this. So we're going to infinity and beyond. I see what you did there. Unwary, unwary. Are these all unwary diligent? Unwary diligent.
Somebody fucking break something.
Actually, let's hold off on that for just a second. Let's take a look at all these. Okay, so that's pure, 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 pure. So we have noble under control. Slow worker or slowest, short life. Slower short life is what we want. So this one's about to die off. No, this one's already done. We never even started that one back up because we have this one. So this we can put over here. We don't need this anymore. So we only have 3 bees going, unwary, common, and noble now. And then over here we had cultivated. Maybe I should bring cultivated over here. Kill this thing off faster. Do we have more cultivated bees? We do. Cultivated common, cultivated noble, cultivated cultivated, cultivated diligent, cultivated common. Is blue recessive or is it red? I don't remember how that works. I know you have the active and inactive, and then you have the red and blue, but I don't know. I honestly don't know. Man, you want to do bees now? Hello, your imagination. Alright, we're doing pretty good on stuff. Our power should probably be all full now. Yeah. So we're not using too much power now that our quarry's done. I think I'm gonna change this. I think we're gonna get rid of the discharging and charging. And I think we're gonna set all control rods. Stored divided by 10 million. Is stored a global? Stored. Yeah, I think we're gonna change that. Set stored, set last tick. We're gonna do reactor.set all control rod levels to stored divided by 10 million. We're gonna get rid of this. We're gonna put status. I think we're just actually gonna get rid of status completely. End of string. What did I miss? End of string. Are you reading this right? Common cultivated have a 10% chance to breed a diligent bee. I believe that's correct. Naturally, that would happen. But there's like 2 chances. You have the inactive and the active. So it's 2 10% chances. And then you can add frames in there to increase the breeding potential. Ah, there's a double end. Yep. So as that power is increasing, it should be setting the control rods lower and lower. So eventually it should like even out. If I set that up correctly, which I might not have. It seems like it's still going full blast. So what did I do wrong here? Local percent equals store divided by 10, like that. Set all control rod to percent status equals percent. I don't know if I have to set that to a string or if that's just gonna work. So status is 99. Maybe we should ceiling that. But it's still not setting the control rod levels to that. Set all control levels, and it should be setting it. Oh, I need to times that by 100 because it's setting it to 0.99, which is essentially 0. So we should be setting that to percent times 100, which would be setting it to the correct value, to 99. So this is what I like seeing here. This number isn't going crazy. It's staying relatively low, and it's based on our usage. You sure glad this is not required learning? No, it's not. Now your work and entertainment look the same. Hello, OP Ninja Gaming. You're new, so what is up? Not a whole lot. We're just getting our power situation sorted. Yeah, this is fine now. This is going to be fantastic. That's much better. In fact, I think that's going to overall use less power or less fuel than what we were doing before. Okay, let's get out of here. Combs. Hypno, you heard a lot of US elementary schools teach basic programming. You think that's cool? Do you think that's a good idea? Well, I feel like more and more people should learn programming. At least they don't have to become like a super programming nerd that does C++ and like optimizes everything or assembly language and all that stuff. But I think a high level learning how an if statement works, true, false, what an integer is, what a string is. I think things like that, everybody should know. Like, it's not irrelevant to almost everybody. But I don't think everybody needs to take a full-on, like, how to do linked lists and objects and all of this kind of stuff. But I think, like, very, very basic, high-level, how a program works or computer programs work might be okay. Like, enough to get you through, like, making a spreadsheet if statement or something along those kinds of lines. Maybe. Do these stack yet? They don't. Do these stack? They don't. I'm gonna use the stacked drones though, because I can. Yeah, I don't feel like the general population needs to know the amount of programming that I know. I think programmers need to know what I know and more. But I don't know. I kind of feel like it should be taught. But at the same time, I don't really know how useful it is. How much programming do I know? Well, I used to program for a living. It's really hard to compare what I know to like a tangible thing. You know what I mean? OP Ninja Gaming, sorry dude. Twitch terms of service require you to be 13-year-olds or year-old or older to use this website. Since you said that you are 10 years old, I have to remove you from my chat. Sorry. You get the parents' permission. Pro tip, if you're still around, don't disclose your age, ever. Yeah, I know 3.6 programming. Only puny minds can handle the amount of stuff that Hypno knows. I mean, I don't... Like, I know C#, but do I know everything about C#? Nope. I know how to make SQL statements. Do I know everything about making SQL statements? Or writing SQL tables? Nope. I know a lot of stuff, but I don't know everything about all of the different things that I know, you know what I mean? Like, I know how to program in Java, I know how to program in Lua, but am I a master at either of them? Nope, not really. I know enough to get me by. I know how to Google stuff to figure out how to do what I need to do. I don't know. It's really hard to put a tangible equation to like how much I know, right? Like it's if you don't know C#, you will be flat. There you go. Were you primarily a back-end or front-end developer? I would say full stack. I would say full stack. Quantify. Thank you, Nighthawk. Yes, quantify. You would say you know enough to be dangerous is probably a good statement. And if something goes wrong, all you gotta remember is just delete system 32 and then you fix it. All right, cultivated. Which one? This one had fast production, which I kind of want. Slower fast. Fast. Kind of want that one. Do they stack? They don't. Do these stack? They do! Okay, so that's good. What does delete system 32 even mean? The main, like in Windows, you have your C drive, you have your C Windows directory. In Windows, you have the system 32, and system 32 has like all the drivers and all of like how your operating system works in it. Really, it's just a thing that people say to troll other people. If you delete system 32, your computer will no longer work. But Doge told me to delete sys32 to make my PC faster. Yeah, don't go into your Windows folder and touch any of the files there. You don't ever do that unless you know exactly what you're doing. You're not even sure if you can delete system 32 on Windows 10? I'm pretty sure you can boot to safe mode and do it. Maybe. Or boot from a USB disk. USB drive, not disk. Slowest slow. So this is slow. We want these two to be together. Make it a baby. Like the old school command.com prank back in the day when DOS was a thing. I don't know what that means, but yeah, the bot thought you were typing a website URL, so you gotta be careful about that. I feel like there's something else we should be working on right now between what we're doing. Oh, home. Those don't go in here, those go over here. Command.com was a sys file to start DOS. I don't remember. I used DOS back in the day. I felt like command was something that came about after Windows, but maybe it was always a thing. Yeah, it's been so long. I remember having an execute.bat, and I remember having a config.sys, I think. But it's been like literally forever. That's like, you kind of have to be a boomer to know how to do that stuff. It's like forever ago. Literally like 62 years ago. In Windows, it's command.exe. On DOS, it was command.com. Or putting magnets on your hard drives to make them run faster. You're helping out the electromagnetic motor in there by putting magnets on there. You remember 3.11? Yeah, I think our first computer when I was like really young had DOS like 2 point something or 3 point something. Like it was pre-Windows. I know that. Oh, nighttime. Your work computer runs on MS-DOS? Windows 3 is out around the same time as DOS 5? Anyone remember Dr. DOS? No. I really wish we had tick acceleration, something to speed this up. This is painful. You're pretty familiar with DDoS though? Your first PC was a Tandy. Slower, fast. Fast, slower. Come on. Fast, fast. I'm gonna try these. For World OGM Ritual would be nice. Yeah, unfortunately, Astral Sorcery wasn't a thing in this mod pack. It wasn't a thing when this mod pack was out. You remember before internet became a thing, there was electronic bulletin board services? Yes. I remember dialing up to BBS's with my 2400 BPS modem. I remember that. I remember call waiting being a thing, or my mom picking up the phone like when we're halfway downloaded a 5 megabyte file or something. And ruining it after 30 minutes of downloading. $2,400 PPS. I know it was a big spender. Well, I didn't buy it. That was my parents buying it. Show off with your 2400 BPS modem. I had to live at 300. Yeah, when you dial up to BBSs, that's nothing but like a text. It's like 640 by 480 of text, and you can watch the text scroll across the screen as you're downloading the next page. You know you're going at a slow BPS, bytes per second. Which one of these two do I want? Slower, slower, slow, slow. Slowest, slowest. I want this one, obviously. BBS games are the best. Trade Wars and Red Dragon Inn. I think I played Trade Wars, but I don't remember. I remember MUDs being a thing. I don't remember if I ever got into them or not, though. Am I playing with Biomes of Plenty or Vanilla Biomes? We have Biomes of Plenty on. temperate rainforest right here. Why do I want the slowest bee? I don't want the slowest bee. I want the slower bee as opposed to the slowest. It's like slowest, slower, slow, normal, fast, faster, fastest. We have the second slowest, not the slowest. Did I have to deal with Y2K? No. No, I was not into programming at that time. Not professionally. Oh, those stack. Perfect. Okay, so our Unwary is pretty much gonna be done soon. Get rid of those. Why is that popped off the ground? That won't right click here. It like spawned that flower that can't even grow here. Does this need like water to grow? It can't live here either. Weird. All right, Sin, we'll see you later, dude. BBS got you into creating .mod files. I remember .mod files. Those were really awesome. For those of you who don't know, mod files, at least if I remember correctly, were like a collection of sound clips that people could like rearrange into like, I guess you'd call it like electronic music, techno music. I'm not really sure. I remember listening to some really, really awesome mods back in the day. Does it plant on sand? I don't know. Maybe. I don't remember. It was this one, right? The bromeliad. I think I tried clicking on sand right the first time. It didn't work. Oh, it does plant on sand. Oh, I tried clicking on gravel, not sand. Cultivated. Slower, fast, slower, fast, fast, fast. Do those stack? Oh my goodness. Okay, we are good. Now we need this noble doing that, and then we can automate these just going over and over again. Those flowers normally grow on trees and rocks in nature. Your favorite mod file was something like Sounds of the Lunatic? Yeah, I honestly don't remember any of them. I just remember... I remember that they were small files that like would span the entire length of like a song or longer. And a lot of them were just really good music. Whereas if you were to download the same thing and like, I don't remember what the sound format was at that time. Was it still MP3 or was it like WAV? Either way, like waves or MP3s were like tens of megabytes. I feel like. Well, MIDI is different. MIDI is just like computer generated sounds, whereas the mod was like sound clips, sound bites. Like you could use... It's really hard for me to explain. But they could it's like samples, I guess. You could sample different music, different actual songs, and then rearrange them. Yeah, MIDI is just notes. All right, which one of these do we want? Oh, we're out of honey drops. No. Let me use that honeydew first, just so we get rid of it. Slower, shortest. Shortest, slower. Short, slower. I think we want this one. Sound Oda Lunatic. I don't even... Is there like a way to even play mod files anymore? There probably is. I'll have to look at that later. I'd be interested in checking it. I haven't listened to any mod files in like forever. The website lets you play in the browser. Oh, that's cool. All right, I think we're gonna go ahead and call it here for the day, maybe. Let's take a look. Quad. We have 13, so that's 40, 52 more plutonium. Oops. 52. How are we doing over here on the UU? 791, that's not bad. I want to start upping this and putting more power into this particular thing. Can we make more of the, what are they called? Not MFE, MFSU? We have these on auto craft. Can we just craft these? Dude, can we craft 2 of those? No. But we can craft 1. Go ahead and get this thing all crafted up, then we can double the amount of power that's going into the matter, what's it called? Mass fabricator? Matter fabricator? Mass fabricator. The matter fabricator, I think, is the old one. Does a 10-10-10 chicken crossbreed into a 10-10-10? I believe if you crossbreed a 10-10-10 with another 10-10-10, you end up with a 5-5-5 offspring. I'm pretty sure. It's been a minute since I've done chicken breeding, but I think that's the way it goes. How far along is this? No, there will not be a stream tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. I got a meeting during our stream time, so I will not be able to stream, unfortunately. Why is it taking so long to craft 24 of those? Did I mess this up? Nope, this thing is just slow. And it doesn't have any upgrades. Why it doesn't have any upgrades, I don't know. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and wrap the stream up here for today, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with me while we play some FTB Infinity Evolved. Thursday is one of the days you can watch. Well, hopefully I won't be having meetings indefinitely on Thursday. But for the near future, definitely is a thing for now. If you're new to the stream, hit the follow button so you get notified when I go live. We're gonna see if we can send a raid over to somebody else here on the twitch.tv website. Let's go raid XP Crafted. Haven't given him a raid in a minute. We'll go say hello to him. I'm not sure what he's playing today, but I'm sure it's something pretty good. But anyway, that's it for me for today. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate your support. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, guys. On Friday. Bye-bye, guys.